So you can't get too creative because they're going to get lost. They have to know, they have to be able to look up from what they're cooking and know exactly what's going on in the plot. So you do have to kind of follow the formula. It's like, okay, cool. So we went back and we did those changes. And so that helped us to where we knew we could get distribution, and we had distribution set up before we even put the money into the movie. Now, what actually hurt us a bit was when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. It was interesting. It kind of helped at first because it allowed us to get locations a lot easier because, everyone was closed and a lot of businesses were like, yeah, we'd love to rent out our space. It made it available for productions because we were a really small production. We could do a lot of production without a lot of the restrictions that was going on in the industry. But on the flip side, with our distribution, everybody was purchasing movies like crazy in 2020. And then in 2021, they realized that they had purchased a bunch of crappy movies and people weren't watching movies as much. So now a lot of these broadcasters had these crappy movies that they had already paid for, and they didn't want to buy new movies because they were waiting to try to make their money back on these originals. So now, like some of the companies that are some of the broadcasters that our distribution company worked with went from, let's say purchasing 80 movies a year to now only purchasing 5 or 10 movies a year. So it just completely killed the market for that type of broadcast distribution that we were originally set up for. So then our distribution company ended up shifting more towards streaming, which has kind of been bittersweet. We'll in the end probably make more money through doing streaming on the movie, but it's now going to be, instead of over a 1 to 2 year period, probably over a 7-year period. So, that kind of changed the aspect a little bit and kind of hurt us a bit more because we were expecting to get all of our money back in the first, 1 to 2 years. So some of those changes occurred. In terms of the market, I mean, there is competition in the film world,